says he's in our managed link building program. That's our done-for-you link service where you just pay us a monthly budget and we just pick all the links and pick the targets and anchor text and everything for you. So he says, we're an MLB and we love the work. Our website is blah, blah, blah. It's an EMD, so that's an exact match domain. And our main focus is, and you can see this, Nick, it's just the last two words of his domain name. We're going to start releasing new inner pages as we have launched a couple of new products that are not for the same thing. They are products that our customer were asking for, so we want to start selling them as well, such as blah, blah, blah. We will want to rank these pages for the appropriate terms, but I was thinking us having our brand name. Oh, so he's basically saying because he's the EMD and they're only focused on that one thing, is it going to be a problem? Or later we can just keep adding new inner pages and expand our product range. For example, it's going to tell our rep to start adding links to those inner pages. We want to know if you think it's possible to rank these services even though they're not related to the main keyword. Yeah, so this is like the big, this is the big problem with EMDs, right? This is the big problem with exact match domains, is because a lot of the time you end up going too specific and then you want to branch out and go more general, but you've kind of focused yourself on this one thing and it's in your domain name. So it's like, Chris's tacos, but now Chris is doing like a full range Mexican food. We got enchiladas, we got, whatever, fajitas now, but it's not Chris's tacos anymore. And so everyone's thinking, hey, Chris's tacos, they sell only tacos, right? But no, we actually sell all other stuff. The problem is that Google, you've built all this relevance for just being about the one thing. And now you're saying, hey, we're actually about this other stuff. And Google can get kind of confused a lot of the time, and it can maybe not work out too well. Yeah, what do you think, Nick? What do you think about this?
I feel like he'll be okay. But you can always prod by like going down, said rabbit hole, building out those pages and kind of seeing how they do. Because I mean, essentially, like, we're talking construction here. He did get very specific with the EMD, but there's some branded keywords in there. So like it's not an EMD it's a PMD, right? But it does have his exact, like, the main thing he's going after. But with that beginning, the nation part of it, I feel like that kind of helps. You could even leave off, like, if you're doing some partial match anchors, you could just do that first part and then whatever other product, and see how it goes. Worst comes to worst, you get yourself into a bind. Like, this thing doesn't have that much traction. If I'm looking in Ahrefs, so
He's
you could
adding
always
keywords nicely, but it's
301.
definitely up to a slow start. But they're a local thing. They're a local site, and I think their keywords are pretty low search volume.
Yeah,
So
well, I mean, organic keywords are continually ripping up. It's just the
yeah,
traffic values that I'm like, they've been prodded for some higher traffic, so that makes me think, all right, well, there's some juice there, but it's not staying up
so it's gone from like
for those
30
terms.
traffic to like 250 traffic. It's, again, not super great. And then he keeps bouncing up for like a keyword every now and then. Well, it looks like they're bouncing like pretty high up on page one, and then Google's like moving them back off. But in general, it looks like they are showing growth. And yeah, I mean, if a couple of those keywords were to stick, that would be nice, because then it's like the traffic just goes to like 1,800 or
Yeah.
2K overnight, It reminds me of that, I think the very first case study I put out for So Links a lot, where it was an EMD. And so we were just like pumping the homepage, right, with brand and URL anchors for the EMD, and it ranked very quickly for or ranked in a couple months for the main keyword, like really high on page one, and the graph was just like a straight up line, right? It was just like straight up, and then it was like a square, which is a funny shape for a keyword
Yeah.
graph. But you can go check that out, guys. If you're listening, you can just look in our case studies, and then you'll see that as soon as you see the graph, you'll know which one I'm talking about. But yeah, so if one of
So
those sticks, that'd be cool. I'll just say, for these two other things, I'm looking at your website. I would say just start putting out the content for it all. Maybe don't link to it directly, so you could tell that. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the links below for more info on this topic, as well as other cool stuff like SEO case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks, and happy ranking.